And we are back in Harold's section. We just sanitized our hands, and excuse the mower. It's just showing that we're all hard at work here. I'm gonna dig right in to something extraordinary. This came in about 2 months ago, and it's been overlooked because it's down low, but I want him to point it out to you.
So these are two foundry molds, probably done around the turn of the century, 1900s. So they would do these wood molds, and then they would make this, it was sand and it had a special chemical in it, and they would press these molds into that, and then it would create the mold. And then once those molds were dry, then they could pour in the metal and create these pieces. So, and again, they stopped that technique around the early 1900s. So great pieces. Again, hard to find them on their original background. Again, these were labeled, so very, very unique pieces.
And you know, something like this, so my husband and I, in the Betty Crocker estate, we have an add-on room that we have, we call it the whiskey room, right? And it's kind of the one room in our house that's pretty burly. Something like this would be amazing, right? Those mixed textures again, going back into like the real rustic pieces and then softening it with something like tulips, huh? Right? Okay, love that. Love that. Moving on. I love this little section. Again, this is packed right now. We've got some great things in here, including this bad boy. Talk to us.
So this is the Hartford folding bench, and it was used for laundry. So both sides there is a shelf that comes down, and the wash tubs would go there, and you would start on one side, wash, wring it, come through the other side. Hard to find them, especially in this condition and complete, because they got used, and the ink stamping on this piece is very visible, and so again, sort of an unusual find. Great working condition. You could actually use it or just use it as a display, and again, it folds out on both sides, so a lot of different options for that.
And I love that. I'm still an advocate for I line dry all my clothes, so you know that speaks to me right there. Got some great jars in here for $8. We love Crocs. This one was 178. It's Bauer, right?
It is Bauer. So it was made in Los Angeles, so it is California local. Big producer of Crocs, but very hard to find. Again, like many things, they actually got used. So typically a lot of damage. This is in excellent shape, and it's a nice 6-gallon size. So
okay.
Very unusual.
Wonderful. So this one here, this is great. We have a Croc in our house, and we've filled it with, sorry, of technical issues right now. We have filled it, and I'm so glad that I have you on camera. I've lost my film again. And then in here we had, those sticks. What are they called? The yardsticks. Yes, we have filled it with yardsticks, and it is in our guest room, and people love it. They always comment on it. And back to Harold.
Hello.
Okay, and tell us a little bit. Oh, Hummingbird Cottage, darling. This has been here for a little while, but I love this. And why do you love it?
It's a great piece, and it's obviously, I love pottery, and it's a pretty monumental piece. It's 2 pieces, but it's jardiniere and pedestal. It was made by the Weller Pottery Company, and probably done early 1900s. The pattern is called Roma. So those great lion heads, the roses to kind of soften it, that nice white matte background. And again, typically pretty hard to find both pieces together, and both are pretty much damage free. The jardiniere has some crazing, which is natural, but 2 pieces, $328, great value.
Wonderful, wonderful. More Crocs down here. Little wooden bowls. That wooden bowl is $38, and a watering can for $28. We love our watering cans in here. Casters. Put casters on everything. I'm not kidding you. It takes it to the next level. We put casters on our tables, and you just wheel things around. It's not only cool looking, but it's just practical, right? I'm gonna come down here I'm gonna do a quick sweep up. Speaking of sweeping, sweep up, and then I'm gonna come back down, and we have this bench. This beauty gets overlooked, again, because it's low, but I wanna point it out. I get a lot of requests for benches. This one I want him to talk about.
Great size bench, you know, sturdy, definitely handmade. definitely has seen some wear, some great color on it, and
when we say wear, we mean character.
yes, absolutely, and or patina, some great patina on it, and great value. It's $58.
$58. Okay, can you see this in the entryway to your home? Your kids can put their shoes right under there, put their stinky little shoes under there, hide the dirt, and then you could put like your cool leather bag on there, right? And some hooks up on top, and then hang your awesome jacket, right? That's what I'm envisioning right there. Okay, moving on. Oh, people love these too. I've had some requests about those.
So some vintage doorstops. Again, there are definitely reproductions out there, but these are both vintage and still have great coloring on them, and can be used as a doorstop, can be used as displayed on a shelf, but some great character.
So when that gust of wind comes through, don't worry, your door will not slam, right? So little bird cage there. Don't want to miss anything. I want to come back for you guys. So I'm just catching this right now. Bunny left over from Easter. Again, you can't have too many. This one, you put the money in there and you take it out of the bottom. Am I guessing right?
Right.
Okay. Chicken and lion. Little statues there.
Yes, some great vintage concrete pieces.
Love that. Okay. Oh. Okay. These girls have my heart. Talk to me about these two ladies.
So the artist is Linda Kelly. She is local, I believe, in the Carlsbad area, and you can definitely find her online. But just obviously a very distinct style and great use of color.
Yeah.
And so very, very, very unusual. And she did some sort of traditional pieces like the piece that's framed, and then also she upcycled or recycled vintage pieces and painted them on them like that silver tray.
Love that, love that. Oh, sold. You didn't move fast enough. That table just sold, you guys. So you snooze, you lose at Brick and Barn. Okay, moving on over. I mean, Harold has so many treasures. I just could spend days in here. Again, great watering cans. He gets the best of the best. A lobster trap. Those are fun. We actually got one at Brick and Barn, and we hung it in our kitchen and turned it into a light. Go figure. Some fun things over here. Look at that. Look at this. This is all for your garden. Like, don't overlook your garden. Your garden should be a work of art too. Tell me a little bit about this.
So definitely another passion I have is the vintage concrete. So we've got that piece in the center is actually a couple of pieces put together. So there's the concrete urn on the bottom, then there's a small fountain, and then I've got another individual piece sitting up there as the topper. Right? Great condition. Again, a lot of character. And
88 for the vintage bird bath fountain.
yes,
Is that's how much of
it's
is that
these
this?
two pieces. Right?
Wow, look at that, you guys. A deal. I thought that was a typo, but it's not. He's not messing with us. That's legit. And we got our are these storks or cranes? Whatever. $68. And that's for the pair?
Yes, that's for the pair.
It's like you're robbing him today, you guys. Don't rob him. Just jump on this opportunity. Dolphins, San Diego, Piglet. One of our customers has a pig. You know who you are. You need that. And of course, jewelry.
Right, so we have a great selection of sterling. This is all sterling jewelry. So we have a great selection of that. Also, this case is new, probably again around 1900, 1920s, from a store. It was a counter display piece, but great condition. All the glass is original. It's got the original wavy glass in it.
How much is this case?
All the pieces are there, and the case is $498.
Okay, and if you need measurements on that, you can call us at 760-651-2635 today. And you guys, Harold is known for his jewelry. He's got the sterling silver, and then we're going to take you over to the costume jewelry in a little bit, which is cheaper. But I want to let you know Mother's Day is coming up. Don't forget Mom, okay? Don't forget Mom. These were here from Easter, and I had a lot of people online saying that they loved them, but of course the Easter show kind of tanked. So they're still here. And tell me about those.
These are Mexican, so they are wood and they're covered in metal. and some hand stamped metal there, so unique. And again, you could just have one as a piece of art or group them together. And
I think they should be together. They're a family. They're
And they're
$14 each.
$14
Pulleys. We love pulleys. Again, I think someone should make some sort of like light fixture out of them. That's always fun. Remember we were talking about crosses a little bit earlier? Sample of more. Anything to say about these, Harold?
Just different, collection of them, different looks to them. Most of the crosses that we have are made in Mexico.
That's party Jesus right there.
Yeah.
A lot of color.
A lot of color. That's glass with metal Jesus. And then again, we have a lot of pottery ones. We have some metal ones. But and different sizes as well.
That's great. That's great. Okay, on that spiritual note, I'm going to push pause and then we'll come right back to you for part 3. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go sanitize our hands.